Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Eileen. I have a somewhat tutorial to share with you guys today. So Sunday on our live, a few of the ladies asked for a tutorial on how I made this shaker pocket, and there's no Velcro, and I will share the mystery of my pocket. So this is used, or I'm using this one for packaging my embellishment pieces for Danessa. So that's what we're looking at. So it looks crazy because there's shakers inside the shaker pocket. All you'll need is whatever size pocket you're trying to make, you'll need that size paper, background paper. It does not have to be double-sided. I'm not double-siding this, so yeah, it's just regular paper or cardstock, whatever size envelope or pocket you want to make. That's what size you're going to need. You're also going to need a page protector. Now, you know, the binder pockets, you know, these guys right here. So you'll need one of these. All right. And then whatever sequence, or in my case, I used these confetti, or I think these are glitter actually, but this is from Dollar Tree. One of my friends gifted this to me. So she picked these up for me while she was at Dollar Tree, and they're just called, they call it filler, and it's the crafter selection. So this was in the bonus aisle when they first started doing the bonus aisle. So I got 3 different color selections, and I used all 3 of these to make my shaker. Okay, so now you also could use your sewing machine, or you could use your fuse tool. If you have a fuse tool, go for it. This tutorial is not about the fuse tool, and also I'm sorry, but I'm gonna use my sewing machine. So yeah, there's that. What I'm gonna use, I'm just gonna use this cardstock. So the same cardstock that I used for this one. And this one measures, I'm gonna use the same exact pocket, or make the same exact pocket. So I cut this one to about 9 inches. And there's many ways to make this, but this is how I made mine on the live. So you take your paper, and if it's directional, make sure it's going in the right direction. You want it 9 inches tall, or I made mine 9 inches tall. Don't throw this away, just keep that. You could use it on another project. Oh shoot, I need that. All right, so now you want your page protector, and if you can help it, leave the bottom and the sides sewn. And I'm going to cut this at 9 inches. Now plastic is very slippery, guys, so you know, just take your time when you're cutting it, so that way your plastic doesn't slip. Save this piece. Actually, you don't need to save that piece. Now we want the pocket to be, what was this one? What did I make this? Oh, 6 inches. So 6 inches wide. Okay. So we're going to cut this side off. So you have, oh, I cut the wrong side, didn't I? Anyway, see, I'm not paying attention. So we want it at 6 inches wide. And I kind of gave it a little bit of space, just about 1/8 of an inch extra, because when you fill it, you know, just give it a little space. It won't hurt anything. Slice that off. Save this part. This is the part that we're going to need to make our flap, the top. Okay, so don't worry about that. Just put that to the side. Don't lose it. Now, I'll tell you right now, you want to take your piece, put that to the side. Let's make our mix. So you see, there's the pocket. And we can actually cut this down just a little bit so we could be able to get our hands in there. So let's cut the plastic, instead of 9 inches, let's cut it down to, let's cut it down to 7.5, right? No, we don't want that much. 8.5. Let me think. 8. Let's cut it to 8. And if we need to cut more space, then we'll cut it off. But just cut 1 inch off. So your plastic should be about 1 inch. Yeah, that's good. So we could get our hands in there, put our goodies in. All right. Put that now to the side. It should look like this right now. See how you have that 1 inch on top? Okay, so put that there. I'm going to make my mix since I didn't make it ahead of time. And I'm going to use all these colors. And I'm just going to pick what I want. I'm not going to use every little sequin. So let's get, and we need to make a good amount. I'm not going to tell you how much. It's just your preference, whatever you guys want to, however much you want to fill it. Okay, so trying to get a variety of textures in here. I'm putting quite a lot. This has gone a long way, actually, because I made my sequin mix with it. I've also made that shaker pocket, and yeah. Want a lot of pink. Oh, that was almost the whole thing. Damn. Let's throw in some yellow. I was trying to match my paper. Oh, that was about the whole thing. I was trying to match up my papers. Let's see what it looks like so far. So lots of that. Let's get some more yellow in there. This one didn't have much yellow. Dang, I'm putting a lot, ain't I? Ooh. All right, let's get some white. And there's a bunch of like that. We can break them up before they, just rub your fingers together. Just so we can get to separate, because they're already cut. They're just stuck together. There we go. Okay. So brighten that up. What else can I use? Some of these are pretty similar to what we've already put in, but I'll go ahead and put them in. I see a big cluster. So before I put it into the pockets, I'll go in, because I could see some big clumps. I want to break them up because it's harder to break it up in the envelope or in the pocket. And so there you go. That's what it looks like. I think it looks okay. Okay. Oof. Get off my hands. All right. There we go. Looks pretty good. And we need a good amount because we're going to fill the pocket and we're going to fill the flap. And if I need to add more, just come back in and add more. So for now, I don't suggest you use tape for this. Okay, guys? I'm just saying tape comes apart. But I'm going to stitch my pocket on 3 sides, make a U shape. And I'm going to fill it and then I'm going to seal it, stitch it shut. And then we're going to take it and attach it to our background paper. Okay. And then we will go to our flap. And I'm just going to take this whole thing, just cut it down to our 6 1/8 inch. Let's see. 6 1/8 right there. Take that piece off. You can save it, you can toss it, and then I'm going to cut off this white piece right here. Don't cut on the fused line, cut to the right of it so you don't break the seal. I just want to remove the white. Like that. And you can see the fused line is still there. Okay. Like that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to stitch this down on the top flap. Okay. And then we should be good. So let's stitch 3 sides first, load it up, and then I'm going to seal it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I stitched up my 3 sides here, and I'm going to add more of my mix. Just add it in there. I'm going to try to save some for the flap. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to stitch this up. I think that's more than enough shaker pieces. So, all right, guys. So I stitched it all, and now I just want to trim off the strings, and I'm going to take this right back to the sewing machine and stitch my oh guys, I'm not good right now. Stitch this onto the cardstock. You could use a stronger, heavier weight cardstock. I just use one of the papers one of the cardstocks from the paper pad from Hooray. Now it's not that sturdy, but if you're going to put in some stuff that you know needs some flex so that it fits into the pocket, like this one, it has like multiple layers, and I need it to bend. I don't want it to be too stiff, because then I won't be able to put my items into the pocket like that. So I just push these in nice and neat, and then the flap comes down like that, and it stays closed. So I'm going to stitch this on, then I'm going to load the flap, and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, guys, so here you go. I did it. Just do one layer at a time, and then, you know, your flap should be the last. Make sure that I don't cut the string wrong. I'm just cutting off the threads. Okay, so there you go. First I stitched my pocket, the front of the pocket, to the paper, and I just started at the very top, just line it up. I did use my Dollar Tree clips to hold it in place. So when I started stitching here, I just followed the line I already had from stitching the pocket shut. Just go straight down, and then you come down and, you know, just follow. I didn't do too good. I kind of went a little wobbly. Come down and stitch around. You only want to stitch on the 3 sides again, so that there's your pocket. I love this. And then you have your flap. So we did this separately, and then I just stitched across the top right here. Start right there. Just line it up as best I can. So look at that, it's crooked. But just line it up and then stitch all the way across, and you're only going to stitch on the top. You don't want to stitch on the left or on the right. So there you go. Another nice little goodie pocket I could use. I'm not going to use the fuse tool. Like I said, if you have a fuse tool, you can do that. And then from the fuse tool, you can, you could actually stitch it onto acetate, heavier cardstock. You can make your shaker piece out of vellum. That would be pretty too. Or you could use acetate. I didn't want to waste my acetate. This is more affordable for me to, buy or restock. Acetate's a little pricier than the binder, whatever, page protector. So there you go, my little pocket. And I'll just decorate it and send it off to Danessa for her birthday. So you don't have to put any closure. You can if you want to. You could put Velcro. But when you put your items in here, it's going to be fine. It's not going to be, it's not going to fall out. And even if it slides towards the top, you have this piece right here that's keeping it in. So it stays pretty secure. But yeah, like imagine, you could even put them together. How about that? Your pieces won't be won't be shaking as much, but I like it like this because it's soft but sturdy. It's still sturdy. It's protecting my projects, and it's pretty because look at that. Love it. And look at how much I used on this pocket and this pocket, and I still have a lot more. There's a lot. You get a lot out of that. So there it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and if you give it a try, please tag me. I want to see what you guys come up with, help each other. And like I said, look at this. I made the excess, I made it a little bigger. You could see my stitching right here. That doesn't bother me. Some people it might, but I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to leave it alone. It's a straight edge. You don't need to fuss with that. But there you go. Thank you all. This is not my original idea, just in case somebody comes in here and starts saying, oh, so-and-so started this. Well, that is what the crafty community is for, is to inspire each other. So, and if you guys have problems, I have no clue who the original creator is anymore. It's been years. I've done this several times. This is not my first time doing this shaker pocket. So there you go. Oh, I could put my Memdex card in there. Hey, what you go, what you know. Look at that. There you go. I am set with my little pocket. How cute. I just have to decorate the top. There you go. All right, guys, if you guys are new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, join the crafty family. While you're there, hit the notification bell. That will let you know when I load new videos like this or when I go live here on my channel. Please give this video a thumbs up. It helps my little channel to grow, and I hope to see you all on the next one. Bye.